Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Johnny Rico. He's matched Dale Long, Don Mattingly, and Ken Griffey Jr. as he has homered in 8 in a row, the major league record. So we've got a chance at history in this one if he can go deep again, Chris.
Well, he might feel some pressure, but there really should be no pressure at all. He's having a tremendous run. He's helping his team. So with that said, if it happens, it happens. But I think everybody in the ballpark is expecting it to happen just because of how good he's been as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. One down. So up next for New York, Johnny Rico. That one ripped. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Quick move to first, and he's back safely. Another throw over. And he's back in that time as well. Runner takes off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
2 on, 1 out. And he can't make the play.
Right, hold on right there.
Still slings it to second, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Bellinger up to hit. Two on, 2 outs. And that's a base hit. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. This is Corbin Carroll. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Marte leads off first with 1 away. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
High fly ball out towards left center. Gurriel moving under it. And that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1. Back here at Chase Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
2-2-2.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
That's the swing right there.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full.
Now a quick throw to first. Rico back on a dive. Back over to first, and he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2.
Runner!
Step off. Oh, he jumped early. Now they've got him in a rundown. And they tag him out. One down. Now here is Johnny Rico. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. His 52nd home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
Up next,
Johnny Rico now at the plate.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this could score both runs. The second run scores. It's 8-2. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
Soft contact in the air. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Diamondbacks 2. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Rico had a sensational showing in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Johnny Rico comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. Next to hit, Johnny Rico.
Center fielder, Johnny Rico.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Batting third, the first
Got a
baseman,
fastball,
number
middle of the
22,
plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out, runner at second. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. One out, and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
In the dirt. The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Geraldo Perdomo will hit next. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder,
Rico
Johnny
batting second in today's
Rico.
lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. We head down to the home half of the inning. Back here in the desert, here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte. Now a screamer into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Rico stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Well struck left field. Carrying well. And it is out of here. The three-run dinger. His 53rd homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 5-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Ketel Marte. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
On the ground, a short could be two. Over to Jazz, there's one. And that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Rico steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog. You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pit.
Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off, but man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a 3-0. Runner on the go. And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Yankees up by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. In the dirt. Oh, look at the stop.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
A sensational double play. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
On a line, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Yankees.
And stepping in for New York, Johnny Rico. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boo.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Rico was a big contributor for them in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Oh, Boo, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
Johnny Rico with an incredible season so far, riding a 25-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going? It's the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Johnny Rico stepping in now for the Yankees.
Rico.
Ripped to short. Whips it to Smith. Now 2 away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the judge around third. And they lead by 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. 1 run. 1 down. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Catcher number 14, Gabriel Moreno.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hit hard on the ground is short. Out number 3. So a man at first. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Liner, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Now the tag at third, and they got it. That's the third out. One left for Arizona. They're still out in front, 5-2. Johnny Rico, the next to hit. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His 54th home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 6-4.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 7th.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Up the middle, that's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Rico steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boo, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Here comes Wells around third. One run is in. Here comes the Judge around third. In to score from first. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
Rico was a real bright spot despite the loss. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up. Even though he couldn't lift them to a win, he really made an impact. Great job in this one.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Yankees.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Yankees.
One down. Now it's going to be Johnny Rico. Rico with a homer in his last game. Out to short. Sends it to first. And they get the out. Rico in his rookie season batting second in today's lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Well struck left field. Gone. Home run number 55 of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
Very loud contact and a home run that got out of here in a hurry, Singy. How about some exit velocity?
Yeah, really impressive, Boog. StatCast had that one at 115 off the bat, and clearly enough to carry it over the wall. He hit it right on the sweet spot.
The center fielder,
Rico launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Going, gone. Another homer. His 56th home run of the season. And they add a pair. It's 6-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power, Boog, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
One out man at first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Caminero goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Here comes the 0-1. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He will score. It's 6-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
This one in the air, right field. Can't get there, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
3 hits in this one, all of them for extra bases. What a game. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Towards first. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Johnny Rico stepping in now for the Yankees.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
base hit. And now two aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
On the ground, right side. Lux. The flip. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Rico really stood out in this win. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.